What's up, you guys? It's Aisling. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is super self-explanatory. I'm going to talk about 10 products that are under €10, £10, $10. They're super affordable. The majority of these products are not only affordable, but they are amazing quality. I recommend them to everybody. Try and do these videos every couple of months because sometimes I come across new products and sometimes we rediscover old things. Anyway, I want to talk about my top 10 products under 10. So the first product I want to talk about is a primer. I love this primer, guys. I cannot stress how much I love this primer. I have literally dumped the majority of my primers. I've like decluttered them, gotten rid of them, and I have just been using this one because it does kind of everything I need it to do. It is the Catrice Ten sational primer. It does 10 different things, but realistically I just love the way that it looks on my skin. I love the way my foundation sits on top of this. I love the longevity I get from my foundation wearing this, and I love how fresh and awake this makes my skin look. I mix this in with moisturizer, I mix this in with my foundation, and I just love the effect of it. It does 10 things, like I said. It primes, hydrates, anti-wrinkle, natural glow, anti-pollution, antioxidant, pore minimizing, even sets skin tone, blurs imperfections, UV protection with an SPF 15. So it does a ton of different things. I love this primer more than any primer that I think I've ever used from the drugstore, and I'd even stress to say high end because there's nothing that I'm like, oh my god, since I've been using that sensational, I'm really missing this primer or that primer. No, I'm just using this and love it. Catrice, please never discontinue this. They are a notorious brand for discontinuing products. Essence is the same. Wet n Wild's do the same thing as well, guys. I don't understand why brands discontinue amazing products like this one. I just would be super bummed if they discontinue this because I will love this forever. Unless I find something completely and utterly outstanding on the market, I feel like nothing can overtake this because it does everything I want it to do. It's really hard to explain without actually using it because it's a primer, and I do really find that with primers, like, you have to kind of see it, experience it to believe it. So when you apply it to your skin, it kind of gives you that like glowy effect to the skin. I went in to get my eyebrows done, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks ago because my eyebrows suck at the moment. And when I was in there, I had literally this on my skin and nothing else. And the girl was like, your skin is like glowing. It looks really, really fresh. Now, I don't know if she's just been over complimentary or she really, really thought that, but it does make my skin look great, like fantastic. I cannot stress how much I love this product. This is my second one of these. I will definitely be purchasing it again before the year is out, if not twice. This is a super underrated product. I don't think anybody ever talks about this, myself included. I forget to mention this constantly. Even in my year-end favorites, I forgot to mention this, and I was like, I can't really do my makeup without this product. Like, why am I not mentioning it? Well, eye makeup in particular. It's the Infallible 24-Hour Concealer Pomade. I have the shade 01 Light. This is what I use to prime my eyelids. Guys, this is better than any paint pot I've ever used from MAC. I swear, this is just the best thing ever. It's super full coverage, but it doesn't make your eyeshadow crease. It's skin toned, cancels out any veins or lines or anything discoloration on my lids. It's just fantastic, and I just apply it and I can set it or not set it. It doesn't really matter because this bad boy don't crease. It ain't creasing. It don't crease. It's so fantastic. I love it. And again, I said it's so underrated, and because it's such a black kind of product, like, it's not like an eyeshadow palette or it's not like a lip color. It's just something for the eyes, but without it, I feel like my eye makeup just doesn't pop the way I want it to, which is kind of a strange thing for me to say because I've gone without primers for so long, like, I mean years, and now I've kind of like discovered this and I cannot put it down, and it's like €7 or €8. It's from L'Oreal, so it's super affordable. I want to talk about a foundation. This is probably my favorite foundation, her second favorite foundation from 2019. I am bringing it forward into this year because I just love it so much. I love the L'Oreal Infallible breathable foundation, don't get me wrong, but this has definitely surpassed it lately anyway. And the L'Oreal one I think is just like €11, whereas this is like $9.99 or $8.99, so just touching on the 10. It's the Conceal and Hydrate from Revolution. I love Makeup Revolution as a brand. I feel like they bring out the best products for such an affordable price. I feel like their prices have kind of got creeped up in the last few years. I remember their prices were super low. I'm talking about another product in this as well, which has completely changed price. It's gone at like least €2 more expensive, but still under the 10. But this foundation, guys, is, oops, there goes my phone. It's bomb. It is super full coverage without being cakey. It also keeps me hydrated, but it doesn't make me oily because I have oily skin, so the last thing I want is like my oils coming through. It's just not cute. But this kind of keeps my skin looking fresh and dewy awake and not mask-like and not too full coverage, and also it stops my oils from coming through. So it does an awful lot for my skin. Can't stress this enough, but foundations are very personal to the person using them. Depends on what finish you want, depends on what look you're going for. So it is very personal to you what you like from a foundation. But if you like something that is medium to full coverage, it's very, very buildable. If you want something, if you're oily, to hold them back, or if you're dry, to kind of keep you looking hydrated, I feel like it hits all the marks. It's such a great foundation, but definitely give it a shot if you haven't already, and let me know what you think about it. I want to talk about lipsticks next. These lipsticks are just bomb.com. They're out of this world. I love them. I cannot believe that these are drugstore prices because they're just such a fabulous lipstick. They are the Catrice Demi matte lipstick. They are a matte lipstick, but like what I'm wearing today is a lipstick from Inglot, and I would say this is quite matte, like to the point of almost been drying. These are matte like what you would expect from a MAC lipstick. They're not quite like drying, but they still have a matte finish on it. They are absolutely gorgeous. My favorite shade is number 100. I think it's called, yeah, Nude Crush Everyday. Like, it's battered, guys. The lipstick has literally fallen out of the tube. It's like wobbling. It's battered. It's seen better days. I don't have these lipsticks that long. I think I did a whole video on them maybe back in November. That's Nude Crush Everyday. Gorgeous color. Then the next one that I really like is number 01, which is called, I think it's something in my coffee, isn't it? No, this is Warm Sandstone. I believe this is supposed to be comparable to Max Velvet Teddy. I don't know, I've never compared them side by side, but apparently it is a dupe for Max Velvet Teddy. Just an FYI. And then the other shade that I have here is Boss Up. This shade is going to be my summer color. I'm not a big red fan, as you guys know, but look at that red. Like, it's just so gorgeous. And if you guys want to see these all swatched on my lips, I will link down the video below. The thing I love about these lipsticks is how opaque they are, how easy they are to use. And I say that kind of like, I say that kind of in a strange way, but like, you know when you get like a lipstick and it's super hard to like apply, or it's really slippy or glossy, or there's like too much shimmer in it, or it's like not opaque enough, it's not colourful enough. These are everything you want from a lipstick if you're interested in a matte, opaque, full coverage kind of formula. Literally that colour on your lips with one application. They are 3 of my favourite shades. I highly recommend those lipsticks from Catrice. They're probably the best Catrice lipsticks I think I've ever used, and I hope that they keep them in stock forever because they're just so good. I would love to see even more shades from them because it's just such a great line. Like I said, it looks like a high-end lipstick. Next up, I've talked about this till the cows come home. I love this product and you guys know it. It is the Makeup Revolution Lace Powder. It comes in a very awkward packaging. I've talked about the packaging before. I'm not mad about it, but it is this gorgeous under eye setting powder. I can't really stress how much I love this because you guys have seen it to death on my channel in the last 12 months. It has this kind of like pinky hue to it, so once it's blended out underneath the eye, it like cancels out any of the dark circles and brightens up underneath your eyes. It does not cake up on me. It sets my concealer and it doesn't make my under eye look crappy or creep into fine lines or anything like that. It's so finely milled. It's just incredible. If you have not picked up this powder and you've heard me raving about it long enough, now's your chance. Go get you some. It is super great, and I think everybody that I've recommended this to has been like, yeah, I really love that powder, couldn't live without that powder. It's great, especially for setting underneath the eyes. Next up is a concealer. This is weird and random that this is in one of these videos because I know you guys know that I have backtracked on my disappointment in this product and said that I didn't like it, and now we're loving it. It's the Catrice Camo Concealer. Obviously you can see I love this quite a lot because I've used up almost the full tube. This will be repurchased until they don't make it anymore because this is my favorite concealer. I have tried so many concealers from affordable brands and they're lovely and they're great and they're whatever, but there is nothing that compares to this. It is about €3 or €4, so it is so affordable, and I would spend €15 on this concealer. That's how much I love it. I prefer this to even my high-end concealers like my NARS Radiant Creamy, my Inglot Under Eye Concealer. I wouldn't say Tarte Shape Tape, It might be the only one that I prefer to this one, but this is definitely one of the best discoveries of 2019, and I'm so glad I went and tried it again. I think what happened was I ran out of concealer and I was in my boyfriend's, and I just ran into Penny's, and obviously Penny's have like a makeup stands, and Catrice was like one of the ones that I would go to, my failsafe, or Essence, but I don't like any of the Essence concealers. And I just picked this up and like, oh look, it can't be that bad. I know we didn't like it before, but you really can't be that bad for like one day. And then when I tried it, I was like, oh my god, like I really like this concealer. It's so great. The color I have is in 015 Honey. I think it's the shade I love of this as well as the coverage, because I was using a really pale shade before and that's why I didn't like it, because it was back during the days when I thought like a really pale under eye area was like a vibe, whereas now I feel like I just want to conceal my under eye area. I don't want it like to be beaming. But this concealer just tones down the dark circles and covers up everything I want it to and gives me coverage. And the shade is great because, like I said, it's honey, so it has that kind of like a pinky orangey salmon undertone to it. Slightly, it's not extreme, you can't even barely notice it, but it just cancels out whatever's going on underneath my eye that I want covered. Next up is mascara. This is probably my favorite drugstore mascara. It's my favorite mascara for under a tenner, definitely, and it is the Essence Lash Princess. I went between this and the Catrice Glam and Doll Lash. They are kind of on a par, but then when I broke it down and I said, look, if you had like whatever they are, €5, €6 to spend on a mascara, which one would you be going for? And this is the one I would definitely select out of any brand. This is such a great mascara. It's the volume one that I like, but I also have it in a turquoise packaging too, which I think is the lengthening one. Mix them together and it's just like the combo from heaven. So the brush looks like it's really, really random shaped, but the formula is what I love about it. This separates and lengthens my lashes without clumping them together. It makes me look like I've lashes, because if you are not new to this channel, you will know I have stumpy short ass lashes. So I want to make my lashes look a little bit more longer and voluminous, and this does that for me. So if you are on the market for a new mascara and you don't want to spend a hefty price, then go with this one because it's so great. And then, like I said, if you want to mix this one and the lengthening one together, it's just like a match made in heaven. I want to talk about these eyeshadow palettes from Makeup Revolution. I have talked about these so many times over the last while, like I would say over the last 2 years. I have another one of them which is actually downstairs, and I wanted to do a look with that one. These are the product I was talking about that the price has changed in them. They are called the Iconic Reloaded palettes. Why is that sticky? It smells like honey. Why would there be honey on my eyeshadows? I don't know. Obviously something happened there. This one looks like the Subculture palette from ABH, but this one is gorgeous. This is the new, what do you call it? New Neutrals, sorry, 2, and this one is the Division. And what I love about this one is just these shimmers in it, and it's so like such a gorgeous romantic palette. We are coming up to Valentine's Day. Hopefully this video is not after Valentine's Day when it goes live, but I am just super excited for all these kind of tones coming up to Valentine's Day, and this palette would definitely make a gorgeous Valentine's eyeshadow look. The reason why I was saying that the prices have changed in these, when I first purchased them they were $3.99, and they were $3.99 everywhere. Like any Makeup Revolution stand I went to, any Superdrug I went into, they were $3.99, whereas I was on the website the other day and they're like $6.50 now. They've gone up by $1.50, which is kind of a bit of a jump. Like you would expect like maybe 50 cent or like €1, but like $1.50, that's cheeky. I think they are a different price on the stands as well, so I need to check the stands, but that's how much they were on the website. Beauty Bay has a completely different price system to these and to the Makeup Revolution website. I'm not really even sure which one's more affordable, Makeup Revolution or Beauty Bay. However, I do find that Beauty Bay's shipping is so on point. Like they have their shipping out, your product will be with you in like 3 days. Whereas I ordered from Makeup Revolution last month. I know we're only 4 days into the new month, but I still haven't gotten it. I don't know what's going on. So anyway, these palettes are fantastic for quality, for the shades, for just diversity, and there's so many different palettes. Like I said, I will be doing a one brand tutorial or even just featuring some of these palettes soon, because it's been a hot minute and I need to get them back out again. I need to break out those affordable eyeshadows. Another Makeup Revolution product that I want to talk about is the Revolution Makeup by Soph palette. This is her highlighting palette that she collabed with Makeup Revolution. I love this palette. It's about €8. probably would not need another eyeshadow or highlighter rather if you purchase this, because it has kind of everything you would need. It has those like purples and like duochromes, and then it has like some gold. It has kind of something for every skin tone. I find this shade here would definitely be more suitable for darker skin tones, and then like some of these ones are more suitable for light and the medium. So there is something for everyone. For the price for this, which is about, like I said, €7 or €8, you get such great quality highlighters. I really, really love the highlighters. I love how they blend on the skin. They don't sit on the skin. They don't sink into pores, and they don't emphasize texture and anything like that. They're great for highlighters, and for the price, can't really go wrong. The final product I want to talk about is just kind of like as a whole, and that would be all of the NYX lip liners. NYX does the best lip liners from any affordable brand. I feel like they have the most shades available, the widest variety, and the different finishes. Like this one here is the slide on glide on one. Nude suede shoes is my absolute favorite one. This is sugar, what are you called? Sugar glass, which I absolutely love this one as well. It's quite like similar to Strip Down from MAC. Not identical, but similar. And look at the state of my hand. Did you think that I forgot my wipes today? Yeah, I did. They're in my bag, and I just am too lazy to go and get them. This lip liner is fantastic, and I love the pencil lip liners, particularly from NYX. Not so much the retractable ones. I find that they break and dry out a little bit more on me. The pencil ones are bomb, and they're only about €5. I think the max that they go up to is about €6. So between like €4.50 and €6, and they last ages. Like it takes me a very long time to get through one of these lip liners. That's all I really want to say in a lip liner. Guys, that is my 10 under 10. I think that those products are just amazing. If you haven't tried any of them, definitely do. And if you have any of those products, let me know how you're getting on with them. Do you love them? Do you hate them? What's the story? Do you agree with my choices? Or is there anything else under €10 that you would recommend to me or to anyone else? Because I'd love to hear your feedback. I'm gonna love yous and leave yous. If you're not already, you know, subscribe and like this video if you did like it, and I will talk to you all in my next video. I love you guys. Mwah. Bye.